Mrs. Lee here. It's assembly number 1 and it's the week beginning the 25th of April 2022. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Right, shall we start with our routine? Well, what's the time, Mr. Wolf? Well, I can see that the long hand, which is the minute hand, is on the 12. And I know that that means, yes, it's 12 o'clock. And I can see that the shorthand, the hour hand, is pointing towards the number 10. I know, altogether, that means it is, that's right, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm feeling a little bit hungry. Maybe it's nearly snack time. It might not be 10 o'clock though when you're watching this. It might be nearly home time. What else is on our routine board? Still in the month of April, so our language of the month is still Swahili, which we know is spoken a lot around the whole of the world. However, in Kenya, which as we all know is a country in, that's right, East Africa, Swahili is spoken quite a lot, and we've learnt to say habari to mean hello. But we also found out last week, can you remember, that a nice way of saying hello is to say jumbo. On our routine, we've got our Makaton sign. Now, I remember that last week it was the world, and that was because on Friday it was Earth Day. I think this one will, gosh, can you read that word? Help. It will help us with the last one. You put your hand like this, you put your other hand on top and you raise it. And this means to help. Everybody do it? Help. Super. And I would like your help to make the world a better place. Do you remember last week we looked at this book, Dear Earth? It was a really lovely book, wasn't it? It's on my display just outside the office. I'm going to show it to you. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Did you see? Now you can come at lunchtime after you've eaten your lunch and you can read those books, can't you? All right. You can also come to Mrs. Lee's office and ask for a litter picker if you would like to go outside and pick up some litter. Now we are really lucky because we can go on the field. Oh, how exciting. Also on my display are my writing pads. And they say, can you write an idea here? Now the ideas that I'm looking for, can you remember? That's right, how to make the world a better place. How can you help? What could you do to help? I've got a really nice book. This book is called World in Danger, and it's by somebody called Frankie Morland. And it says here, tomorrow could be a very different day. Now we are very, very lucky that we have got such a lovely community. We live in, that's right, we live in Hertford. And way back in the autumn term, we went and had a look around. Do you remember? We walked to the park, didn't we? If we are in year 1 and year 2, and if we're in reception, we walked around the local community. And then in the spring term, I remember we started looking at the UK countries. And last week I told you them, can you remember? I remember there is, and, that's right. England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales. Super. Now then, last week we had our, can you remember? Yeah, we had our Samba Day, didn't we? lovely Mrs. Smith got us all dressed up and we made some fancy carnival masks and headdresses and necklaces, and Miss Reed helped us to make drums, and we did a little bit of samba dancing, didn't we? Do you remember? In the hall, we went out to forest school and we were thinking all about carnival activities. Now, if you go into the research centre, which I'll show you in Did you see all the lovely pictures and resources? Now you can come again at lunchtime and have a look at those books, and you can come and look at the photographs. You might even spy yourself, all right? Now all these things that we're learning about makes us become geographers, okay? So we're focusing on being geographers. We're learning about the world in which we live, and we want to keep our world safe. So Mrs. Lee is going to read you this book. It's a really nice book. So, let me see. Have you got your good listening ears? Yep, sitting smartly. Lovely. I wonder if this book might link to any of our golden rules. Anybody got an idea? Yeah, maybe it's linked to being kind and helpful. Maybe being gentle. Maybe looking after property. Maybe listening. Interesting. Anyway, let's read. World in danger. I hope we will be fine. I hate to see the world in danger. I want to enjoy your beauty before you're gone. 1 million animal and plant species are at risk of disappearing forever. That's not good, is it? Let's all enjoy the world today. Climb the trees and breathe the air. Let's all enjoy the world, because tomorrow could be a very different day. What does that mean? Imagine a man sitting on the moon, looking down at the world that we created, with a tear in his eye, as the grey clouds cover his view. 9 out of 10 people in the world are breathing dirty air. Let's all enjoy the world today. Climb the trees and breathe the air. Let's all enjoy the world, because tomorrow could be a very different day. There may be more plastic in the ocean than fish by 2050. That's less than 30 years' time. You'll be a big grown-up. Mrs. Lee will be a very old person. Imagine that. More plastic in the ocean than fish. I love to feel the snow in the winter, and I love to feel the sun in the spring. I love to kick the leaves that fall in the autumn, and I love to enjoy the world as I sing. 15 billion trees are cut down every year. Billion! Let's all enjoy the world today. Climb the trees and breathe the air. Let's all enjoy the world, because tomorrow could be a very different day. Sea ice in the Arctic Ocean is melting faster due to rising temperatures across the world. Is that a good thing or not a good thing? It's not, is it? Let's all enjoy the world today and climb the trees and breathe the air. Let's all enjoy the world, because tomorrow could be a very different day. Did you know that plastic stays around for a very long time? On landfill sites, it can take more than 400 years to break down and disappear. And in this book that's outside Mrs. Lee's office, it's got lots of lovely ideas, projects that you could do with an adult at home. In this one, they've made a bag out of an old t-shirt that's got too small for somebody. So you might have t-shirts at home that you don't fit into anymore. When you get them all out of your drawers ready for the summer, you could make a bag out of them. A new book bag, maybe. Hey, I like this idea. Bees are one of my favourite animals. They're important too because they help fruit and vegetables to grow. Unfortunately, bees are disappearing across the UK. So build a bee hotel. Now, you do need some plastic for this, but you're going to be recycling it and using it for a good thing. So you get yourself a plastic container that maybe had some drink in it. You cut it, and then you fill it with something called bamboo. All right? And then you use some string to tie it up, and you can put it out in the garden, and it makes a good bee hotel. That sounds like something you could do at home, doesn't it? So come and have a look at this book. It's really, really lovely, and it makes you think. About the world and how you can help it. We talked last week, didn't we, about not throwing things on the floor, so making sure that we put things in that's right, the bin. Right. Okay, children, I know that at Hertford Infant School, everybody here is going to really, really try hard to keep our school nice and clean and tidy. And I hope that you'll do that as you walk to school, as you're walking around the community. Remember what I said? You can help by putting some ideas down here. What things could we do in our school or in our community to make sure that we are not putting the world in danger? Now, this book has got lots of ideas in it, and so has this book. And there's lots more outside Mrs. Lee's office that can help you. All right? Come down and get a litter picker. We can help the world to be the fantastic place that it is. Okay, one last thing before we go, children. Just thinking about these. Do you notice, have a little look around and look at the grown-ups. In your class, they should be wearing one of these. This is a blue lanyard, and on it should be their picture of them. All right? The adults that have these on in school are safe adults. They help us to keep Hertford Infant School safe. Sometimes you might see a grown-up with a red one on, and that's okay as well. And sometimes you might see a grown-up with a yellow one, and that's okay as well. If you see a grown-up without a blue, a red, a yellow one of these on, then you need to ask them or ask somebody else that you know who's safe why they haven't got one on. Okay, it might be that they've forgotten, or it might be that they shouldn't be in our school and we need to say goodbye to them. All right, that's just one little thing I needed to remember. Okay, we're going to finish off with our school prayer now. Remember, close your eyes and put your hands together. I don't mind, but I do want everybody to join in with the words. Are you ready? Help me to do the things I should, to be to others kind and good, in all my work and all my play, to grow more loving every day. Amen. I hope that you are remembering those words as you walk around our school. Have a lovely week, children. Bye.